Your boundaries will piss them off, but will also protect your focus. Your new life will cost you your old one. The people that never pay for anything but drain you, they will destroy you. Every new level requires you to give up something from the level you're at now. This is the price, but it becomes even more expensive the longer you wait to do this. This is the Ever Airwaves Think podcast, brought to you by Live One Company, where we explore ideas that challenge, comfort, and clarify. I'm Liv, and in every episode, we break down life's complexities with intellect, insight, and a touch of curiosity. All right, we're on air. There's a price to leveling up, and this is called growth. This is growing pains, and it's going to hurt. I'm not going to even lie to you. Growing is painful. It hurts a lot, but then it won't. Your glow up comes with a hefty expense, and we don't like to talk about the price of elevation. Instead, we focus on all the wonderful outcomes, but there will be sacrifices. There's no growth without sacrifice. And this is why many of those around you and your circle refuse to grow. They ain't sacrificing ish. Okay. Everything will forever be the same for them. No growth, no change, no elevation, just a poor mentality that you really can't have around you if you're trying to transform your life. If you want more, it's going to cost you. Luke 14:28 says, "How can you desire to build a tower and not sit down and count the cost to complete it?" I say, how can you desire to get to the next level in life and accomplish your biggest dreams, a successful business, Forbes list, become a 1%er, a luxurious lifestyle, and not sit down and think about the friends, family, relationships, or leisure it will cost you to achieve it? Every new level requires you to give up something from the level you're at now. Not giving it up is still the friend, still stuck in 2012 drama. The man that will never marry you, but you're raising his kids. The job that hasn't moved you out of the entry-level position after 2 years. The people that never pay for anything but drain you, they will destroy you. These things destroy you. Let me tell you what happened to the rapper Eve. I was reading the rapper Eve's memoir. Who's that girl? Who's that girl? La, 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 something like that. Yes, Evie Eve, the Rough Riders' first lady. And I say rapper, but she's much more than that. She's an actress, was a daytime TV talk show host, and is married to a billionaire, but also a woman of wealth herself. Okay, let's be clear on that. Definitely get the book because we learn so much from people's stories and we love to read, right? I know I do, and I hope you do too. There comes a point in the book where Eve makes one of the most profound statements. Your new life will cost you your old one. I've heard this saying before, but this time when I read it, I heard it. Have you ever read or listened to something before and then when you reread it or replay it, it's like you're hearing this part of the book or the show. It's like really registering with you this time, maybe the third or fourth or fifth time, or it finally caught your attention. It could have been you listening, but not taking the time to understand. And of course, a lot of times, sometimes those aha moments happen with maturity and when you're a little bit wiser. But again, I had that aha moment and I was like, yeah, that was me. Yes, I get her on this. Like I've heard this before somewhere else where again, your new life will cost you your old one. The words cannot be much truer than what they are. I really just took a moment to process that statement, and that statement is so real. Well, when Eve's first solo album dropped, I think it was Let There Be Eve, or maybe it was Scorpion. Anyway, I don't know which one it was because she had a lot of albums dropping back to back at once at one point. When her first solo album dropped, she went on tour with the Rough Riders, and it was a demanding schedule because they were doing shows back to back to back nonstop for several months straight. And she had actually put her friends on from like high school and had hired them for jobless jobs. because one was like her wardrobe assistant, like even though that's like a real title and everything, but their only job was to make sure they brought her outfit for that night's performance on the tour bus. And the other ones, they had other little simple jobs too. I can't even really remember what they were at the moment, but they were glorified title jobs for them because they really didn't have to do anything but just kind of show up because they had no real responsibility. And so she was just bringing them on with her because she felt she had this loyalty to them since high school. And she said that they weren't even doing their jobs and they were easy jobs. And they fought, they argued every day amongst each other about who was paid more. They were tattling on each other. Oh, Eve, she got your lipstick. Oh, she took this and whatever else. But it really affected Eve's focus. And I mean, real bad. I mean, Eve's friends basically were also enablers to her excessive smoking and drinking and did nothing really to help her and support her elevation. And it got so bad with her friend, she had these anxiety attacks that were affecting her performances. And then one day she just locked herself in the bathroom and was screaming, screaming Bloody Mary, like someone was trying to unalive her. Eve was crashing out. She was having a full-blown panic attack, and her manager saw her condition and agreed, she was in no state to finish out like the last 5 or 7 tour dates and was able to work things out for her so she could just like leave and rest from the tour and decompress and get her life together. So basically she took like half a year off at the height of her career and realized she had to fire her friends. Her old friends were bringing her down. They were affecting her pockets and doing a number of different things that played on her psychological state of mind as a new successful artist. And she said it was a hard decision, but it was the right decision to get clarity. And it cost her some of her friendships, but that's what you have to do sometimes. This was her growing pains. You have to leave others behind and let them sink or swim on their own. They have to find their own elevation. And if they're in the mindset of growing, they will meet you at the next level. And if not, then so be it. They won't. And the relationship you had with them will be a distant past. That's the price you have to pay. You're not responsible for someone else's glow up. They are. So yeah, it's going to hurt at first to cut off people that were originally integral parts of your life, or the only ones that could make you laugh, or the ones you used to kick it with at first. This is the price, but it becomes even more expensive the longer you wait to do this. Your old version looks nothing like your new version. And Eve, she felt guilty for growing because there is a loss involved. But she was literally at the point where she said, I can't do this anymore, because she was uncomfortable with the state of mind her tribe was putting her in. And she had to realize that her growth did not make her selfish, but it really made her responsible for her happiness. I have a friend from back in the day that always tried to remind me of, oh, do you remember when you used to do this back in middle school or high school? And I'd be like, no, my mind is not even there. And I don't even know what you're talking about for real, for real. And she is not on some reminisce, kiki type funny stuff or going down memory lane type stuff. It is literally like she is stuck in 12th grade or a period of time where I just don't even live there anymore. Like, how is your mind still stuck in 12th grade? We are grown, sis. It's weird, beyond weird. It's ridiculous. Where is the growth? I see no growth, hun. All right. I don't go backwards. I go forwards. I seriously don't even be trying to remember half of the stuff or the people from the past. I mean, do you? Are you really stuck there? Did the air pressure in the portal stop pushing you through to the next dimension? I'm really confused. What is going on? Why are we even talking about this? My mind is over a decade and a half past this. Okay. I'm married, have a family, career. Why are we here? You need a therapist. And I could see if we were chopping it up and laughing about the past and how we've grown, but not at all. Like, they are literally stuck. They're just stuck in this era where just high school stuff, like, and it wasn't even stuff between me and her. It was just stuff that was just occurring randomly with other people. It's just weird. But let no one take you back or hold you back, because they are Gorilla Glue stuck. And y'all know Gorilla Glue works, okay? Nothing is going anywhere when you use that stuff. It is working. It's giving attachment and adhesiveness forever. Y'all remember Gorilla Glue Girl? God bless her and that Black medical doctor that helped her out. Lord, oh my goodness, because I did not think she was going to be able to get that stuff out of her hair. Thank you, Jesus, for a Black doctor, okay? Again, wild. Just wild, right? But what about you? Do you know someone like that? They got you stuck in the early 2000s? Baby, we are 15, 20 years plus of the early 2000s, and I absolutely hate it for them. I hate it for these people. I really hate that they're stuck in an old world. It really exposes that they have not grown or elevated, and it's sad. It's sad as, you know what? It's sad as you know what, okay? And that's your cue. You know what you have to do in order to move forward. The old version of you looks nothing like the new version of you, and that's all I'm saying. I want to circle back to what I said at the top of this episode, Luke 14:28. It's a profound scripture. The tower you intend to build, do you not sit down first and count the cost? Do you have enough to finish it? Let's break this down. You know, the Bible is not just talking about building physical towers. It's about building anything in your life, your dreams, your purpose, and your future. And building your new life is going to cost you. It certainly cost me. I had to cut back on some of my events, certain people, social media, and a few other things that blocked my growth. You've got to be ready to pay the price. When you decide to glow up, grow up too. Saying goodbye to binge watching and streaming all night long because you're working on your business plan. The fear of upsetting people because you have to become distanced to focus. And this is a given. You will upset people. Your boundaries will piss them off, but will also protect your focus. You have to keep the end game in mind at all times. It's literally a sacrifice. You giving up something for your own greater good for the next best chapter in your life. Think about that. You have to value what you're gaining and resist the expense that you're paying for the old things you're losing. Queen, you are a masterpiece, okay? And a masterpiece requires true craftsmanship. And that's you, sis. I encourage you to trust the process and leave what's old. You've outgrown it. It's not serving you anymore. It's not helping you anymore. And the cost of staying the same is far greater than the cost of letting go. Because our mindsets are steadfast on new, our newness and elevation only. Thanks for listening to the Ever Airwaves Think podcast. If today's episode made you elevate, share it with someone who needs it. Until next time, keep questioning until you have those answers. I'm out.